Well, good afternoon. My name's Christy. I'm a registered dietitian from Lutheran Hospital. In the back is Jennifer. She's also a registered dietitian. She is training for medical on maternity leave. So lucky you guys, you have two registered dietitians. So if you have questions, ask away. We're here to help you. So today the topic is learning a little bit more about fruits and vegetables and the benefits of them and how they can help with weight loss. So do you guys know how to lose weight? How can you lose weight? So, yeah, you can, to lose weight, you can eat the same amount of food, but what you can do is choose lower calorie foods, like fruits and vegetables, as opposed to like chips and cookies and those types of things. Do you know what 1 pound equals? How many calories? 3,300. 3,500, very close, 3,500. So if you wanted to lose a pound a week, what you could do, you would have to put your body in a deficit of 500 calories every single day. Because that 500 times 7 there's that 3,500. So how could you do that? There's a few different ways. There's 3 different ways. You can do it you could do it by cutting your calories. So by 500 calories, eating 500 calories less a day. Or by exercise. So you could exercise and burn 500 calories extra every single day. Or a combination of the two. So you could exercise plus eat less calories, and that would be a pound a week. This right here, guess how much this is? How much weight? Wow. This is 5 pounds. So if you did that for 5 weeks, this is what you would lose. You guys want to touch it, feel it, pass it around? This is good motivation. Some people, have lost 5 pounds, 10 pounds more than that. So, this is good motivation to kind of bring this out and show people. All right. So the benefits of fruits and vegetables, they help with your weight because they're low in calories. A serving of vegetables is 25 calories. That's it. And what is a serving is a cup raw, so this is about a cup of carrots, or a half a cup cooked, 25 calories. Fruit, 60 calories is a serving. So that would be like the size of a tennis ball, or a cup of melon. Or you could do raisins, dried fruit, 60 calories around. They also have vitamins and minerals in them, good for your bones, your teeth, your skin, your nails. And they also have fiber and antioxidants. I have with me some fiber tubes. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is one orange. Has about 3 grams of fiber. Around 60 calories. This is 6 ounces of juice, orange juice, that has 0.37 grams of fiber. So look at the difference. So that's why I always encourage people to make sure you eat your fruit, not to drink it, because you're getting more of that fiber. Some other good sources of fiber from fruits I can show you. Raspberries. 1 cup, 8 grams of fiber. Do you know how many grams of fiber you should be getting a day? Any idea? Anywhere for women around 25, for men anywhere up to 35 grams a day. Most Americans are probably around 10. We're not there. So really increasing the fruits, the vegetables, whole grains, so brown rice, whole wheat pasta. Those are all good ways to get in more of that fiber. Broccoli, here's a cup of broccoli, 5 grams. Okay? And then fruits and vegetables also have antioxidants. Are you guys familiar with antioxidants? Have you ever heard of them before? I have a handout I can show you. Basically, antioxidants are substances that protect your cells from free radical damage. Free radical damage is basically everyday exposures like sunlight, pollution, tobacco smoke, radiation, all of those different types of things. And so by making sure that you're eating a wide variety of these colors, they can help protect your cells from this damage to help to prevent certain cancers and diseases. So your blues and your purples, Those are important for your memory, for your urinary tract health. So like blueberries, red grapes, raisins, plums. Your yellows and your oranges, those are good for your heart health, your immune system, your vision. So your oranges, your apricots, cantaloupe, those are in season now. Mangoes, squash, those will be in season in the fall with the pumpkins. Your yellows and your greens, we have a lot of those in season now. Zucchini and peas and green peppers. Honeydew, they're good for your vision, your bones, your teeth. Some of those, like broccoli, they have calcium in them, small amounts. So you can also get calcium there. Your reds, those are important for your heart health, for your memory. So watermelon, they're in season now. Your cherries, red peppers. And then your whites and greens, they help with lowering your cholesterol and also with heart health. So garlic and onions and cauliflower. So when you sit down and you have a meal, try to avoid a block plate. If you just have chicken and mashed potatoes and cauliflower, there's not a lot of color there. So try to add a lot of color, if you're gonna have a salad, a green salad, add some craisins to it, add some strawberries, add some, orange peppers, yellow peppers, really spice it up and get all of these different colors to get all those antioxidant properties. Any questions about the antioxidants? All right, so let's talk about some ways of how you can incorporate more fruits and vegetables just for breakfast, lunch, dinner. So for breakfast, if you're gonna have an omelet, throw some veggies in there. Throw some onions, some green peppers. I know, for me personally, I don't wake up and make eggs every morning, so maybe on the weekends, that may be something to look forward to. But if you're on the go, you sit down and you have a bowl of cereal, maybe take away some of that starchy cereal and add more fruits to it. Add more berry, add more banana, and really bulk up that cereal bowl with more of your fruits. For lunch, up here, see the sandwich, how it has lots of meat and cheese on it? The one down here in the corner looks more appetizing, looks more filling because you have a lot of the fresh lettuce and the tomato. Maybe put some onions, some peppers on there, really bulk it up by adding some of those vegetables. And then look at the difference in the soups. The soup up in the right-hand corner, there's really no vegetables in that. It's just noodles, broth, chicken. So you can just take a basic can of low-sodium chicken soup or anything like that and add some fresh carrots to it, add some broccoli, add some onions, add some zucchini, really bulk it up and add some of those fresh vegetables. And then for dinner, have you guys, I know we've probably talked about this before, familiar with the plate method of eating, our dietary guidelines? So I want you to try to think about, for every meal, taking a basic plate, basic 10-inch plate, all right? Half of that plate should be your non-starchy fruits and vegetables. Do you know what your starchy vegetables are? Corn, peas, and potatoes. Those are your starchy ones. So they wouldn't go up here in this category. So your non-starchy ones would be like carrots and zucchini, your salad, your tomatoes, all those other vegetables. So half fruits and vegetables up here on the half of the plate. The other 1/4 should be your lean protein. So like skinless, boneless chicken breast, fish, egg whites, beans, sirloin, those would all be good lean cuts of meat over here. And then the other 1/4 of your plate should be your starch or your grain. So that could be potatoes or corn if you'd like, brown rice, a whole wheat roll, okay? And then have right here a serving of dairy. So low-fat dairy, it could be milk, it could be yogurt. And this plate right here is averaging around 400 calories. It's a lot of food. And you're getting all of the food groups that you should be getting in. Now I know it's kind of hard to get that in to get vegetables in for breakfast. So, maybe at least have a fruit for breakfast and then save your vegetables for a snack or really double up on lunch and dinner. You should at least be getting 3 servings of fruit a day and at least 4 servings of vegetables a day. So around 7 servings total. You guys think you're there yet? So maybe after today, give you some ideas to try to get there. For dinner, what you can do, you can add chopped vegetables, so broccoli, tomatoes, squash, onions, peppers. Instead of having a lot of rice and having rice be your basis of your meal, you want your vegetables to be your basis of your meal. I think the next corner, if you click that, it shows the calorie comparison. So a cup of rice is around 200 calories. If you have a cup of carrots, 45. Look at the difference. A bell pepper, just one bell pepper, 30 calories. So you're really saving yourself a lot of calories there. Look at this plate, a bacon cheeseburger. It kind of looks empty. It's really not a lot there, but close to 600 calories in that one hamburger. Look what you could have with basically the same amount, if not lower. You could have a whole sandwich on wheat bread with 3 ounces of meat, roast beef, ham, whatever you want to have, with some lettuce, tomatoes. You can have an apple, celery sticks, a cup of vegetable soup, some crackers, and water. And does that seem like a lot of food? Yeah, that's a lot of food. And you would get full off of that, and you probably wouldn't be as hungry as you would if you had that hamburger. Okay. Spaghetti. Look at a whole plate of spaghetti. No veggies here, but that's a typical meal for us. So we would fill our whole plate with spaghetti and cheese sauce for 647 calories. And then look what you could have for 623. You could have a cup of whole wheat spaghetti, so just a smaller amount, with a cup of fat-free spaghetti sauce. And then you could put on there any vegetables you like, broccoli, zucchini, onions, peppers. And then for something sweet, you could have some strawberries with some light whipped cream. Have a side salad with some dressing, water, and a whole grain roll. And that, again, that's a lot of food, a lot of volume for smaller calories. For snacks, an apple, about 60 to 70 calories, about this size. A banana, roughly around 100 calories. Green beans, a cup of green beans, only 44. Blueberries, 83. A cup of grapes, 100 calories. And then if you kind of struggle to get in some of your vegetables, you can dip it in hummus. Have you guys ever tried hummus? Made from chickpeas. 2 tablespoons of hummus, which a tablespoon is about the size of a poker chip, is around 46 calories. And you can dip baby carrots in hummus, peppers, celery, whatever you enjoy, broccoli. Another good dip, have you guys ever tried plain Greek yogurt to make a dip from that before? Or even just any plain yogurt. You could take Hidden Valley Ranch, the seasoning, and mix that in with that plain yogurt, and that makes a great dip. Or you could mix salsa in with that, and that would also make a great dip. Okay. And then spice them up. Add herbs, add spices. Mrs. Dash, have you guys ever cooked with Mrs. Dash before? It's a great way of getting in, just some taste without all that sodium. And there's lots of flavors. There's lemon, there's original, barbecue, chipotle, and they also have a marinade. So for meats and things like that, you can marinate your meats and add some of that flavor without all of that sodium. And then this is just a slide showing you about, how it's important to make sure you eat your fruit, not to drink it, to really make sure you're getting in all that fiber. Raisins, a 1/4 cup of raisins is very equal to about a cup of grapes, calorie-wise. So if it were me, probably volume-wise, if I wanted something more filling, I would choose a cup of grapes over a 1/4 cup of raisins. But maybe you struggle to get in, your servings of fruit, so it may be easy for you to just grab, the raisins, throw them on a salad or throw in oatmeal. So it's up to you. They both count as a serving. And then these are all 150 calories, which is basically equivalent to a can of soda or 16 potato chips. So what you could have instead, 25 stalks of celery. I know you wouldn't want to have that all in one sitting, but you could space this out throughout the day. 4½ green peppers, 3 cucumbers, 3 cups of spinach, 1½ cans of beets, 2 cans of green beans, 1½ heads of romaine lettuce, a head of cauliflower, or a medium to large baked potato, all very similar to a can of soda or 16 chips, which that would keep you full, where if you had that can of soda or the chips, you'd be hungry afterwards, right? And then I always hear this a lot, that it's a lot more expensive to eat healthy. You know, both of these, what's your guess?
$4.99 on the rice, $1.99 on the left.
They're both around $2.99. Yep. I guess it depends on what's in season with the cauliflower. But I think I was at the store the other day and I did see one for around $2.99. But they're both around the same. So what I usually tell people, if you find, basically you'll probably find, if you start taking those away from your grocery cart, you know, the chips, the cookies, the ice cream, a lot of the snacky foods, and start shopping on the outside of the grocery store, the perimeter, and really stocking your grocery cart of the fresh fruits and vegetables, I think you find it'll be the same. It'll equal out. You know, go to farmers markets, shop local, and they save you a little bit of money. And it's perfectly okay to do canned and to do frozen. You know, you're the only one at home, you're afraid it's gonna spoil. If you do canned, you know, try to get the no salt added versions, so you're not getting a lot of that sodium. If you do canned fruit, you wanna get in water or in its own juice, so you're not getting a lot of extra sugars. And then for the frozen vegetables, you know, just make sure there's nothing added to it, you know, no broth, no creamy buttery sauces, those types of things. Okay. And here's just some few ideas and recipes for you. Have you guys ever done this, like taking a cucumber and add a little bit of light mayonnaise and pepper and salt and just kind of mix that all together? Kind of make your own side salad with cucumber. Or my grandmother does this, add like a ½ cup of light sour cream, or you could use plain yogurt, and a little bit of vinegar, pepper, and a small amount of sugar, and that makes like a nice cucumber salad. You can add some onions if you like that. You could even add green peppers. Okay. You can take a can of green beans. It's quick, it's easy. Use some spray butter. I can't believe it's not butter. And then add garlic powder, oregano, whatever seasonings you enjoy. If that gets too boring for you, add Parmesan cheese. You know, and you could add maybe a little bit of almonds or cashews to give it that crunch. Some people take like low-fat crackers and crush that and sprinkle it on top to give you some crunch. This one I think looks really good. Taking like just tomatoes, slice them up, and some fresh mozzarella, and a little bit of olive oil and balsamic vinegar, and some fresh basil, and that makes a nice snack or even a meal. You could put that with like a whole grain baguette and some fresh fruit on the side, and that would be nice and filling. Do you guys have any gardens? Growing anything? So, do you have any fun ideas or recipes you do with your vegetables or fruits?
Well, this is the first year garter.
Okay.
And it's just now coming on, so.
You're probably getting cucumbers and peppers and tomatoes. Good. Some other ideas I have for you. Celery and peanut butter. You guys remember ants on a log as a kid growing up? That's a quick, easy snack. You know, you're getting a healthy fat, especially if you use natural peanut butter. Put a little bit of raisins on there, you're getting some of that fruit. And the celery gives you a nice crunch, and that's very filling. Stir fry. You know, you can make take whatever vegetables you like, get a low sodium soy sauce, and do more of the vegetables and the lean protein and less of the rice. You know, maybe combine a little bit of rice so you feel like you're getting that taste, but you're filling up on the vegetables. Instead of pasta, have you guys tried spaghetti squash? Have you ever had it? Do you know how to cook it? You want me to tell you? Basically, spaghetti squash, where you'll find it, it's more in season in the fall, but it's yellow, it's kind of oblong, and you can find it at Kroger now if you want, and you want to slice it long ways and scoop out the seeds. And basically, how I prepare mine, you can do it whatever way you want. I just spray a little bit of olive oil or like pan olive oil on the top and just season it with Mrs. Dash or pepper, any seasonings. You just want to bake it until it, like, basically the whole inside of that spaghetti squash you can eat. It's stringy and it looks like spaghetti and it's crunchy. So basically anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes depending on the size of your spaghetti squash. And I don't think it really has a taste. Have you guys tried it before? It's just crunchy. It doesn't really have a taste. So what I do is I add like some marinara sauce, like a spaghetti sauce, and some lean ground beef, and basically make spaghetti. And you're getting that crunch, but you're getting vegetables and no starches. What some people have told me what they've done with spaghetti squash is they do half spaghetti and half of the squash. So for like little kids and things like that, so they still feel like they're getting some of that starchiness, but they're also adding the vegetable serving. So you could try that too. Another recipe or another quick fix is mashed cauliflower instead of mashed potatoes. Have you tried that before? And that's really easy. You just steam or cook nice, and you want to get it nice and soft cauliflower. And then you just take like a hand blender and get it just kind of like how you make mashed potatoes. You can add a little bit of milk and a little bit of margarine, and then season it however you like, and it's very creamy, just like mashed potatoes. Or what you could do, same thing kind of with the spaghetti. I've even cooked it with part mashed potato or part potato and part cauliflower, and so you have that creaminess, still getting some potato, but you're also getting more vegetable. And I have a picky husband at home, and that works too, and he enjoys that. Something else you could do, you could make zucchini pizza, and I think there's a recipe in there that I handed out. There's, I think it's the third page in there, where you just take zucchini and you can cut it the long way, or you could cut it into little rounds, and you can grill it, or you can bake it. And you want to grill or bake the zucchini first till it's kind of soft and tender, and then add some pizza sauce and some low-fat cheese and any toppings you want, and there's like your healthy pizza. So that's quick and easy. There's a portobello mushroom burger recipe in there. You guys ever had that before? Portobello mushroom. People say it's kind of meaty. You know, it tastes like meat. So if you're trying to get more vegetables, you know, and watching your meat intake, that's another good way of using that mushroom. And another interesting recipe, if you're looking for something, I didn't include that one, I forgot, but have you ever heard of cauliflower crust pizza? You ever heard of that? I made it, I can vouch for it, it's definitely out there. Just Google, if you're interested, cauliflower crust pizza. And basically, what you do is you take cauliflower and you grate it, like on a cheese grater, and you steam it in their microwave. And then you add a few eggs, some low-fat cheese, and just some spices. And you mash that, you kind of like make a crust on a pan, like on a baking sheet, and you cook that for like 15 minutes in your oven. And then when it's nice and brown on the edges, you add a little bit of your pizza sauce, your low-fat cheese, and any toppings, you know, vegetable toppings, and just bake that for another 5 or 10 minutes till the cheese is nice and melted. And it's about 120 to 150 calories per slice. And it's not like your typical pizza where you can kind of pick up with your hands and eat it. You have to eat it with a fork, but it's very tasty. So I had cauliflower everywhere in my house when I was making it, but it was good. You guys have any ideas you guys do with your vegetables or fruits you want to share? Kind of help you get
I know you can cook them on the grill sometimes, so it makes it tasty.
Yeah, you can grill pineapple. Have you guys ever grilled pineapple? When you add that heat to pineapple, it really makes it sweeter. And that, you know, you could add pineapple to kebabs. You know, you could take skinless, boneless chicken breast, add some pepper, some onions, some mushrooms, some tomato, and pineapple, and marinate that and make a kebab. And that was a good meal. What else? Fruit, you know, you can dip fruit in yogurt, low-fat yogurt. If you kind of struggle to get fruit in, That's a good way, just making your own dip. Sometimes I like baby carrots and peanut butter. You guys ever tried that before? That's a good snack. Again, you're getting those heart-healthy fats with natural peanut butter. Another thing you can do, this is great for kids, freeze grapes. Have you ever froze grapes? And that, especially now in this heat, that kind of tastes refreshing. Something else you could do with grapes, they have Jell-O, they have a flavor of Jell-O out there. It's called Melon Infusion, I think. It's a melon flavor. And you just wash your grapes and kind of get them wet, and then roll them in that Jell-O powder, and freeze them or put them in the refrigerator, and it kind of tastes like sour grapes. So that's little kids like that, almost like Sour Patch Kids. It's fruity. Something else I've done with a banana, kind of made my own ice cream with a banana. Just take a banana and chop it up and put it in the refrigerator for like 2 hours. I left mine in overnight, kind of forgot about it. And then the next day I took it out and I put it in a food processor and just kind of pulsed it. And I'm not even kidding you, it came out like creamy, like ice cream, and just looked just like the consistency of ice cream. And it tasted just like banana ice cream. That's all it was, just bananas. So a healthy treat if you're in the mood for something kind of cold and sweet, just a banana can give you that, you know, that ice cream taste. You guys getting some ideas? Yeah? Okay. What else? Cool Whip, low fat Cool Whip, you know, fruit tastes good in that too. Strawberries and Cool Whip, you can't go wrong there,